Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my October favourites for you. I have quite a lot of products to show you that I've really been enjoying throughout the whole month of October, and also I do have a couple of disappointing products that I wanted to show you as well. So guys, before we jump into this video, I do want to announce that I am actually doing 100 days of makeup on my Instagram, and I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity because it will be on the lead up to Christmas, and now we have Halloween out of the way. I thought it would be a really good time to do that, and I'm just going to be posting loads of different makeup looks for you guys, so kind of like dramatic looks to smoky eyes to natural looks. I'm also going to do like quite creative looks on there as well. So that is every single day for 100 days that I'm going to be posting on my Instagram. So if you guys are not following me already, I will leave my link right here if you want to come and check me out, along with my Snapchat, because every single look that I'm going to be doing throughout the whole 100 days, I am going to be putting that on my Snapchat as well. So I'll leave the code right here if you want to screenshot that and come and follow me there. So guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you here. So don't forget to click this little red subscribe button, and that will notify you each time I make a video. I post every Thursdays and Sundays. So guys, if you want to see my October favourites and a couple of disappointing products, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first product that I'm going to talk about today is this Illuminator by NYX. If you guys didn't see my recent makeup haul, I think I posted a couple of weeks ago, you can go and check that out, but I spoke so much about all these NYX products that I picked up recently, and this was one of them. And this is just such a beautiful illuminating blush. I believe it's like a blush shade, I'm not actually sure, but it's kind of like a pinky gold peach colour. It's absolutely beautiful, and what I love to do the most with this product is use it on top of a blush. So I go in with any blusher that I'm going to be using that day, and I just go over the top with this, and it just gives the most beautiful sheen to the cheeks. And yeah, I have it on today, and it really does make such a difference with brightening up your skin. And I know it looks quite intimidating in the pan, like you can think, oh well, that's too strong of a colour like for an illuminator, but it doesn't show up that strong on the skin. Again, it just leaves a really beautiful kind of like dewy luminous look, and I'm all for that. So yeah, I've absolutely been loving this product from NYX. Oh, and I forgot to say, this is in the shade Enigmatic. Get it right, Laura. Okay, so following on from that, I'm also going to be showing you another NYX product that I've really been enjoying. This palette is from NYX. You can see it's actually quite dirty because I've used it so much recently, and this is just such a good contour palette. Again, I picked this up in my recent haul, so you guys have probably seen this in my haul video, but all of the shades are so pigmented and so blendable. This has completely blown my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, which I love, out of the water. And this is just such good value for money. For 8 different shades, it's about £18, so it's very inexpensive when you actually think about what you're getting. And I believe these are like the highlighting shades. You do have like the banana-y type powder there, and another highlight, and you've got 4 different contours. So for my skin tone mainly, I use this banana shade, this one, and also this to contour with. I do find like the deeper shades are a little bit too dark for me, but again, this is really good just to throw in my kit if I'm doing freelance work, because I just feel like you can use this on a multitude of different skin tones. And yeah, I've just absolutely been loving this one. So moving on, I'm going to be showing you an eyeshadow that I've actually been obsessed with using as a brow powder, and this one is by MAC, and it's in the colour EMBARK, and it's this one right here. You can see how much I've used of it. So I normally keep this in my kit if I'm doing clients, because it does have so many different shades that you can use for the eyebrows. So these are all different eyeshadows, but I love to use this on my brows. This one has completely taken the place of my Barry M powder that I've been using for such a long time now, and yeah, I just absolutely love this. It just matches my brow tone perfectly. It's not too red and it's not too warm. It just gives a nice amount of kind of ashiness to the brows, I suppose. It's the colour that I have on today, and again, because this is an eyeshadow, it's a good versatile product for you guys if you just wanted to have like one eyeshadow that would do an eyebrow and an eyeshadow look. So now moving on, I'm going to be showing you a primer. This one is by L'Oreal. This is the Studio Secrets Professional Smoothing Resurfacing Primer, and I have been really enjoying using this throughout the whole of this month. I did buy this a little while ago, but I kind of put it in my primer drawer and I just forgot about it, and I just recently got it out and started using it. And it's a really good primer if you guys have larger pores like I do. I tend to get the majority of my pores around here, and this just really smooths out and kind of plumps up the skin so the pores are way less visible. It's also good to use on any fine lines and wrinkles. So if I'm doing makeup on a mature lady, I will always go in and use this first. It just is almost like a cement to kind of fill in all those kind of imperfections on your face and just make your skin a lot more smoother. So it does come in a little jar, and the formula is really kind of similar to the Benefit Professional. So if you guys are familiar with that, I think that you're going to really like this as kind of like a affordable dupe for that, because it does really help with minimizing those pores and fine lines. So now moving on to a mascara. This one is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and I recently picked this up. I think it was like a promotional kind of free gift at Urban Decay, and I kind of put it into my mascara drawer again and forgot about it, but recently wanted to test it out. And this is one of my favourite mascaras I've ever used. You guys probably know I love the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but this one I feel tops it because it doesn't transfer on my eyes at all. I normally find with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, if I wear that for a long period of time, especially on the lower lashes, I feel like throughout the day I do tend to get quite a lot of black smudged underneath the eyes, and it's such a shame because I absolutely love that mascara for lengthening and thickening my lashes. So I've really been on the hunt for kind of a good mascara that's going to be as good as that but not transfer, and I feel like I found it with this. So I'm definitely going to go and repurchase the full size, but this was kind of like the miniature kind of tester size, I suppose. But the wand is really nice and fat, and you can get so much length and volume in your lashes, and this has been honestly the only mascara that I've been using for the last month, and yeah, I just absolutely have been obsessed with this one. So the next item that I want to show you is this blush palette by Makeup Revolution. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about Makeup Revolution before. They're just a really good inexpensive brand to use, and I believe they only sell this in Superdrug. I don't think that I've seen it in my local Boots, but I absolutely love all Makeup Revolution products, especially their kind of blushes and their contour palettes I think are really good, and also their highlighters. So this blush palette is in the shade Blush Goddess, and I believe this is like one of their newer collections of blush palettes, but this comes with 4 different blushes and 4 different highlights. But these are just so pigmented and so blendable. I mean, you can see just how much pigment you get from that, and they're just really beautiful colours, and I've just absolutely been obsessed with this palette for the last month. Again, I've used it on loads and loads of my clients, and I just feel like it's such a good kind of versatile palette. So if you only wanted like a one-stop shop like blush palette, this would be it. It was only about £6, so again, very affordable, and for 4 blushes and 4 highlighters, I think that's an absolute steal. So they do have so many more palettes that I'm going to go and have a look at, but this one I've just been really enjoying, and the highlights are just absolutely beautiful as well, and you can see just how kind of pigmented these are. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand so you guys can see, but I just absolutely love these ones by Makeup Revolution. So next up I want to show you a couple of lipsticks that I've really been enjoying throughout the whole of this month. So now we're in autumn and the weather has got a lot more cooler. I tend to switch up my makeup looks quite a bit, and I tend to go for darker colours, as you guys can probably tell with my makeup today. This is kind of like a bit of a grungy look for me. This one is in the shade Devil's Food Cake, and this is Butter Gloss, and this one is their Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Tokyo. So these two combined make such a beautiful colour. It's the colour that I'm wearing on my lips today, and I feel like with dark autumn berry shades, I can't go too heavy. I feel like it looks too much on my face and my skin tone, but I feel like if I go for something a little bit more subtle like a gloss or a stain, it looks a lot better on my face. So I used the pink first and then topped it off with this, and this one looks really dark, but on top of that pink shade it just gives a really beautiful kind of wash of berry, and I absolutely love it. It just kind of looks like you've been eating strawberries or blueberries or something like that. And again, I really enjoy this because you can wear this lipstick with really bold and dramatic eye look, which is what I've got on today, and I feel like you can get away with it without looking too much. So before we get on to the disappointing products, I do want to talk about a few products that I've been enjoying throughout the whole of Halloween, because I have posted loads and loads of Halloween tutorials, as you guys probably know. If you guys don't know, go and check all my videos. But I did want to shout out a few products that I've really been enjoying, and it's kind of going to help you guys, I suppose, if you guys want to do more Halloween looks or more creative looks. These products I highly recommend for like special effects makeup. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is this Kryolan Fresh Scratch, and I did use this in my last tutorial where I'd done a half face of a skull. and this is just such a good product to use for creating really realistic kind of cuts and scabs on the skin. And the reason why I love this product the most is because you can put it on the skin and it just stays put, it doesn't go runny, and it doesn't just move about on your skin. It's just such a good product to use for blood. So this is really congealed. As you can see, it's almost like a jelly, it won't come out the pot. So I use this with a cotton wool bud because I feel like using it with a cotton wool bud, you get so much more texture when you're applying it, because you almost get the cotton coming off of the buds that kind of sticks to the skin as well and makes it look a little bit more kind of, I don't know, texturized, I suppose. And it's just really easy to use. I will do a little swatch of this for you guys so you can see what it's like on screen, but again, it's so realistic and just such a good product to use for any kind of like blood and gore makeup looks that you might have for Halloween or like different occasions, or even if you just want to, I don't know, put a scratch on your skin just for the fun of it, which I do all the time. So the next product that I want to shout out are these contact lenses by Mesmerize, and these are the lenses that I've used in my previous Halloween tutorials, and I recently picked this up out of my local Halloween stores. We've got like loads of pop-up Halloween stores throughout my local area, so it's just really handy to pop in there and get these contact lenses and like different props and stuff. But these contact lenses are the most comfortable ones I've ever used, and I didn't realise at this time, but I was actually talking to the lady in the Halloween store, and they actually come in large and small. So the reason why they were probably really uncomfortable in my eyes in the first place is because I was using the ones that were too large for my actual eyeball. So I did go down a size and picked up the small ones, and they are so much more comfortable and they don't make my eyes water. I don't feel like my eyes are really uncomfortable or heavy or tired. They just feel so comfortable, and I feel like I can go out with them all night and it just wouldn't really make much difference to my eyesight. I feel like I can see perfectly with them, and again, they're just really easy to use. So you can get these in a 1-day use, you can get them for 3 months use, which is what I do, or you can get like for longer term, which I think is like a year use or something like that. So do come with the contact lens solution so you can keep them clean, and also with a pot as well, but they just come in so many variety of different shades. They also do like natural contact lenses, so if you guys have brown eyes and you wanted to wear blue one day, and they do have green ones and violet and hazel, and like ones look more for natural looks, but these ones are like really in your face, like bam statement contact lenses, and I love them. So the next thing that I want to shout out as well is a eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. This is the Urban Decay Electric palette. I feel like this has been around for so long, you probably hear so many people talk about this, but I did want to mention it in this video because I have used this palette so much recently, and I have used the eyeshadows on my eyes today, and I feel like if you just want to inject a pop of colour into your makeup look, I would always go and recommend these eyeshadows. They're really nice and pigmented, they blend out beautifully, you have the minimal amount of fallout with them as well, which is absolutely amazing considering how pigmented they are as well, and the shades are just absolutely beautiful. You can see like this palette is really well loved, and I feel like I always use this palette the most in October, and I just kind of want to play around with this palette a little bit more and create some different looks for you guys, and like kind of like making like bold statement colour makeup looks, if that makes sense. So they do come with 10 different eyeshadows. You kind of got like the neon green colours up here, and then you've got the more vibrant blues, and this silver shade is absolutely beautiful. I feel like you could use that like, I don't know, just going down to the shops because it is absolutely beautiful. So it has been my holy grail staple kind of eyeshadow palette for Halloween looks. So now moving on to disappointing products. I did want to show you guys a couple of products that I've not really been enjoying throughout the whole month, and I'm really upset because I thought, well, at least I had high hopes that were going to be better than what they actually were. And the first one is this NYX eyeshadow. You have probably heard me talk about this in my recent makeup haul. I actually done a video using this, and at first I absolutely loved this eyeshadow. I loved the colour, which I still do. I think the colour is absolutely beautiful, but I feel like the formula of it is pretty crap, to be honest. So this, I believe, is one of their like foiled eyeshadows. You can see it's got quite a lot of shimmer in the pan, and on the eyes it is absolutely stunning, and it does go on beautiful, and it does blend out quite nicely as well, but I feel felt the longevity of it was really, really bad. Like, I put it on and literally within about 10 to 15 minutes, my eyeshadow would start wearing off my eyes. And at first I didn't want to believe that it was true, because I just raved about this in my videos, and I was so gutted because I really, really wanted it to be a lot better, like staying pale, than it actually was. But it just completely wore off my eyes, and yeah, I was just really, really disappointed, because I wanted to go and get some more and experiment with different colours, because again, they look so beautiful on the eyes when they're first applied. But yeah, I feel like I can't really go out and wear this for a night out without it just kind of rubbing off my eyelids and just not looking as pigmented as it did when I first applied it. So yeah, for that I would have to say this is a reason why it's in my disappointing category this month. But yeah, again, I was just really, really kind of like had high hopes for this, and I thought it was going to be a lot better than what it was. So the next product that I haven't really been enjoying is this L'Oreal True Match Highlight. Again, I showed you in that recent makeup haul that I did, but I just not really happy with the way that it looked. When I swatched it, it actually swatches really, really nice, and you can see like it actually has quite a lot of pigment to it. But when I put it on the skin, it just didn't show up on my skin at all. I tried using the shades individually, because as you can tell, there's 3 different highlight shades in there that you can mix together or just use them separately. So I mixed them all together and I still wasn't getting anything from it. And then I used them individually and I still wasn't getting anything either. So I don't know, I just feel really, really disappointed with this. I thought it was going to be a lot better than actually what it was. But I know this is like new to L'Oreal. I know they have their liquid highlighters and also their powder ones, which is what this one is. But yeah, I just felt like it didn't really show up on the skin as much as I'd like it to. And I compare it to a lot of other highlighters that I've used from the drugstore, and this one is just pretty bad in comparison to them. So guys, that wraps up my October favourites and also disappointing products. I really, really hope that you enjoyed watching this. If you did, as ever, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me, and leave a comment in the description box and tell me what you think of any of these products that I've mentioned in this video. So yeah, I really, really hope that you enjoyed this again, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!